A dreary morning in northwest Jacksonville suddenly turned into a battlefield in just a few seconds. At 9 a.m., Officer A.C. Gaulding pulled over a vehicle near the Trout River and Ribault intersection. But suddenly, the driver stepped out, drew a gun, and fired directly at the officer.
Stay in the cars!
The bullet flew through the air. Gaulding fired back immediately despite having been wounded in the leg, a life-or-death shootout just inches apart.
Traffic 66, it's gonna be Trout River Ribault. Trout River Ribault. Get fucking back, you dumb shit!
The scene was secured, and officers found the suspect wearing a bulletproof vest and carrying 2 firearms, one of which was a rifle. This was the second shooting within 24 hours.
Out of the car? Let me move this.
The gun is in the passenger seat. I can't tell it.
5215 is all units respond.
He's moving.
77, the suspect's been detained. Slow it down.
He's moving.
Is it unlocked?
He's moving.
Here, Island and Trouble.
His head is moving.
I'm gonna move this out of the way real quick.
Pull him out. Move out of the way.
Hey, you should advise the rest of you being on the scene on this side. So, officer, left foot.
Hey, I'll get my car's right here.
It was labeled. Let me get one unit on Flint Turner and Trout River to something traffic down this right part there.
Vest off.
Who's that? I didn't hear what I said.
Let's try to take that vest off. Okay, you got something through the shoulder out there. Yeah, that's when you got
Clear,
hit.
boy, clear. Island and Trout River. Leave that way.
Okay, someone needs to come out to plug that hole.
I like everything, man.
There's 2 more right there.
Hey everyone, besides our main channel, we now have a new one called Detective Expert. A deeper dive into criminal cases, psychological profiling, and thrilling investigations. If you're into detective work, crime solving, and sharp reasoning, make sure to check it out. Just search for Detective Expert or click the link in the description. Thanks for your support. On May 12, 2024, at an Amazon facility, a 22-year-old security guard caused shock by attempting to assassinate his supervisor. Yusuf tried to shoot from behind at the supervisor. However, the gun jammed and no bullets fired. Fortunately, the victim managed to escape in time. After the failed assassination attempt, Yusuf fled the scene in an attempt to escape. About 90 minutes later, Yusuf was found in Columbus, Ohio. When the police approached, he stepped out of a red convertible and immediately, a struggle broke out.
You're good.
Yeah, we're at 12 and 7-1.
Go.
Yusuf fired at the officers, creating a dangerous situation. The police were forced to use force, and ultimately, the suspect was shot dead while attempting to escape.
Hey, I'm hit.
Bergman was arrested after causing a disturbance at a hotel. When taken to the station, he broke the patrol car's window, escaped from his handcuffs, and grabbed a backup revolver from the police officer's backpack. The police noticed the situation, and a tense standoff ensued shortly after.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Hands! Let me see your hands right now! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands right now! Let me see your fucking hands! Bro! Sees he has your fucking... He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Watch your crossfire! Let me see your hands! Bro, let me see your hands. Stop. We don't want to shoot you. Nobody wants to shoot you, bro. Let me see your hands. Let's back up. Let's back up.
A gunshot rang out from inside the SUV, shattering the rear window. A shirtless man, blood dripping from his chest and shoulder, stepped out of the vehicle. Despite the bleeding, the police ordered him to stop, but the suspect continued moving toward the car door.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Hey, get away from the vehicle!
Show me your hands right now!
On his waistband!
On the right, stay there! Stop reaching! Stop reaching right now!
That is on his waistband!
Get a dog up here! Get out the door! He's coming to the front!
On his waistband!
Around the door! Get out the door! He's coming to the front!
On his waistband!
Around the door! Lift your hands! Lift your hands! Watch the crossfire.
Guys, that's on his waistband!
Don't reach for the gun!
That's on his waistband! He's leaning on that side! Leaning on that side right there. That's good.
Let me see your hands! You're gonna get bit by a car!
A K-9 unit was deployed, and Bergman was arrested after being injured. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Leaning on that side right there. That's good.
Let me see your hands! You're gonna get bit by a car! Stop it! Stop it! Pocket! Pocket! Lay on your stomach! Lay on your stomach! Lay on your stomach!
Okay, what's going on?
There was some guy walking down this on 7th Street right in front of our apartment, or our daughter's apartment, and all of a sudden we just hear this loud crash, and it sounded like he threw a bottle, and he's saying, "Call the cops, call the cops, call the cops."
Is he throwing things out into traffic?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on?
I'm at 7th Street and Bell on the side with the Safeway.
What's going on there?
Yes. There's a man, he busted the window in the Safeway when we're in there, and now he's been wandering around here, and he went into the UPS store, and now he just came out of there, but he's kind of violent.
Okay, and how long ago was this?
Maybe 5 minutes ago.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
East Bell Road.
What's going on there?
There was a man, he just walked out into the parking lot. He came in kind of shouting, and then he threw a bottle and broke glass at our door. The entrance is shattered. He's still in the parking lot.
Still in the parking lot. Is he by himself?
Yeah.
Within minutes, 3 consecutive 911 calls reported a man causing chaos. smashing Safeway windows, storming into UPS, breaking residential windows, wandering through parking lots. Police were immediately dispatched.
Drop the rock then! Drop the rock!
Get back. Hey, get back here.
I get it. Drop the rock.
Drop the rock.
Drop it. Drop the rock.
Hey, let's get the stun bag out. 221.
The police closed in on the parking lot and spotted the suspect holding a large rock. Despite being ordered to stop, he recklessly fled.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop the rock! Sunbag, get that sunbag up. Drop the rock and get down on the ground.
The suspect charged toward the restaurant, gripping the rock tightly. As he swung his arm, ready to throw, the officers immediately opened fire, shooting multiple rounds to stop him.
Drop the rock! Sunbag on the south side of this. Now! Do not go in there! 223, 221 Indian, 998. At the suspect's down. I don't know if there's anybody inside who needs help.
The police immediately approached, and despite being injured, the suspect still struggled, forcing the officers to use a tourniquet and secure him tightly. The suspect was identified as Triplet, and the scene was immediately sealed off.
Switha, I'm with you right here. I got you.
Let me see your hands, man. We're trying to help you.
No! Get that arm back.
Down. Oh! Keep your hands behind your back. Stop resisting.
There. There you go. Get in there. Rotate.
The officers were able to secure the man and provide aid to include putting on a tourniquet. No other citizens or officers were injured during this incident.
In Coweta, Georgia, the police stopped the driver for a minor violation. But when they discovered the driver's license was suspended, the car suddenly sped off. A reckless decision.
Hey, step out. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Out. Get out of the car. 1080, 1080. 184, I'm 1080. 16 west, going towards downtown. Below her, speed bump 70.
The driver sped recklessly, reaching up to 103 miles per hour at times, passing a school bus, crossing a double yellow line, and narrowly avoiding a head-on collision. Everyone around was put at risk because of one impulsive decision.
Good trip. All right, passing mayor. Let me get somebody call over so I can hit him real quick. Speed 103.
The police quickly implemented tactics. A spike strip flattened the tires, followed by a pit maneuver that sent the suspect's car spinning. However, instead of pulling over to the right, the car swerved left and collided with another vehicle. The suspect was immediately arrested. But do you think it was over? Just a few minutes later, the situation completely reversed.
No, I don't got nothing, bro. Watch out, watch out. Lay the fuck back, man.
While being handcuffed and placed in the patrol car, the suspect slipped the cuffs to the front, kicked the partition, and crawled through to the driver's cabin. He stole the patrol car, and thus, the second chase began.
Oh! Yo!
Take control bar.
Yeah, took a Tahoe, headed towards Native. And just had a tire come off.
1411 Navy came up.
A precise pit maneuver brought the stolen patrol car to a halt. The suspect fled into the woods, with a fierce pursuit following. A taser was deployed, and he fell to the ground. This time, not only was he handcuffed, but his legs were also shackled. The chase started with a reckless acceleration. The police stormed into a crowded residential area, narrow streets and steep sections, trying to surround the suspect. The suspect weaved through an alley, drove up a steep slope, and jumped onto the sidewalk, completely losing control. The police split up, with one officer climbing a public staircase, turning the scene into an action movie. The steel formation closed in from all directions. The suspect ran desperately, dodging patrol cars, but couldn't escape. Eventually, he was cornered and fell. No one was injured, but he will have to pay the price. November 3rd, 2024. DPS Capitol Police spotted a Chevrolet speeding at 56 miles per hour. Lights and sirens activated. The driver accelerated, raced onto Interstate 110, turned onto College Drive, and disappeared deep into a residential area. A heart-pounding chase began.
Turning north on College. Northbound on College, going to corporate. I'm passing corporate and ran that night. We're turning south onto Manuel Street.
Speeding over 100 miles per hour, the car veered into an empty lot after more than 20 minutes of pursuit, taking an unpredictable route. With every passing second, the danger tightened. A violent crash into a utility pole sent the Suburban spinning backward, crashing directly into the police car. Gunshots rang out. The Suburban then sped towards a tree, slammed into it, and flipped over, ending the dramatic chase. Officer Harrison stayed on the Vauxhall Astra's tail as it turned into St. Mark Grove, speeding into a dead end. Without hesitation, Harrison pressed on, determined not to let the suspect escape.
It's off Shipton Road. Stand by, it's brake lights. It's toward St. Mark Grove Church. So right into a cul-de-sac. Kilo Yankee 09, Mike Zulu Oscar. It's into a cul-de-sac. Stand by. Tactical contact. Vehicle's being rammed. Stand by.
In the dead end, the Astra slammed into the police car, smoke billowing up, then continued speeding toward Howard Link at over 120 miles per hour, driving against traffic, creating extreme danger.
It's back out, Howard Link. Substantial damage. I have got a lot of damage to my car.
And towards Shipton by Benningborough. Speed is 130, medium risk. It's high risk at this time as it's offside the carriageway. Requesting IPP authority, please. Oscar, your 4-2, you're receiving me?
Silver, what are your reasons and search for the failed stop, please, and what are your considerations?
Vehicle's been involved in a pursuit already with 1532, made contact with his vehicle. Believe it to be Michael Neesham driving. I cannot ID the driver at this time. Offside of the carriageway on a right-hand bend, high risk. I'm single crewed, IPP trained, advanced driver, advanced vehicle. Into the village of Shipton by Benningburgh. Speed 110 into the 30s, high risk. Vehicle's temporary loss at this time, stand by. Now back in sight again. It is medium risk, no other traffic, no pedestrians. 90 in the 30. Requesting IPP please. Stand by, vehicles, reciprocal. Back towards York, stand by. Stand by, we are left. General direction of Wigginton and Haxby.
The chase continued on a dark, narrow country road with no lights. The Astra sped on, sparks flying from the heavily damaged vehicle, but the driver didn't stop, disappearing without a trace.
Vehicles off-road, it's crash. More lane, stand by. Vehicles off-road. It's off more lane at the moment, stand by.
On November 8th, 2022, at the intersection of West 35th and Pike, Jones suddenly fled when blocked. Officer Harrison gave chase, reaching speeds over 76 miles per hour, kicking off a tense pursuit. Jones reversed, then suddenly shifted into drive and sped off, throwing Officer Stewart onto the hood of Officer Moister's patrol car, causing severe damage. He continued recklessly speeding through major roads. Jones sped onto Percy Machine, weaving through heavy traffic, reaching over 100 miles per hour, making it difficult to close in. Police were forced to call off the pursuit to protect public safety. Nowadays, there's no need for a detailed plan like the criminals in movies. Everything is so easy that she was too lazy to even get out of the car. In Santa Fe, a young woman robbed a drive-thru with a gun, just because it was convenient. She pointed the gun at a Starbucks employee, grabbed a few $100s in 30 seconds, and then fled. But is that money worth risking a life for? The black convertible sped down the desert highway, with the police hot on its tail. It swerved to avoid the spike strips weaving through the road. The police called for backup. Shots began to fire as the suspect opened fire from the rear window, shattering the police car's windshield. The officers returned fire, hitting the suspect's convertible top, but he kept speeding away relentlessly.
Multiple shots fired! Still shooting us from the back window! Shooting fired! Shooting fired! Now we need some more 223 rounds up here.
In the end, the car crashed into a ditch. The girl, the driver, and the shooter was shot in the back of the head, dying instantly. Her boyfriend, injured, tried to crawl out of the car. The chase ended with death and silence, all over. $1,500.
Now he's knocked over. Okay, that was 45 down, 45 down. Family stop, family stop.
What do you think about this outcome? Type 1 if it seems reckless and foolish. Type 2 if you think everyone makes mistakes, but the price paid is too high.
You're doing good. Don't stop.
Please, let me see your hands. Stay please, let me see your hands. Hands up. Stay please, let me see your hands. Actually clear. Actually clear.
On December 3rd, 2023, Officer Caleb Dobbins stopped a silver Infiniti Q50. As soon as he approached, the driver slammed the gas and fled, turning everything into chaos in just a few seconds.
They're taking off.
10-4, taking off.
The Infiniti sped away at 106 miles per hour, swerving across the yellow lines, forcing cars to quickly swerve as it cut across the hospital entrance, then suddenly exited the highway at exit 9. The first pit maneuver caused the Infiniti to spin, but the driver maintained control. On the second pit, the car spun out, crashing into the grass and then into the bushes. But the driver still refused to surrender. The driver jumped out of the car and fled. Dobbins deployed his taser, firing twice, but was unsuccessful. After a fierce struggle, the suspect was finally subdued and taken into custody.
Stop! 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 Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
The night chase on the highway began when the red motorcycle sped through traffic, showing no intention of stopping. It swerved aggressively, causing panic among both the police and other drivers. The police closed in from all directions, and the suspect tried to turn around but was surrounded. The driver lost control and both of them fell to the ground. The police immediately restrained the driver, while the passenger remained stunned.
Armado, no.
Police stopped a vehicle on Interstate 71, Warren County, Ohio. It seemed routine, but a 51-year-old woman suddenly signaled for help, hinting she might have been kidnapped. Behind that door, what secret was waiting to be uncovered? Sensing the situation, driver Thomas Gorman suddenly sped off, dragging an officer as he fled. Immediately, patrol cars launched into a high-speed chase on the highway. The police executed a forceful pit maneuver. The pickup truck spun out of control, crashing straight into the grassy median. Dust and smoke erupted. The suspect barricaded himself in the vehicle, but the police quickly pulled him out. A fierce struggle took place on the ground, but he was eventually subdued. The woman in the car was rescued safely. On November 12, 2024, while directing traffic, a yellow Mercury was spotted with the driver using a phone. When asked to pull over, he gave a fake name and fled on Interstate 440, driving at dangerous speeds.
I got it.
Speed soared, and with it, the risks. While fleeing, Lewis threw an object out of the window as if challenging every danger. At the 3M and East 39th intersection, he lost control, crashed into a cable, and the vehicle flipped over.
bags out the window about 2 miles back.
How are we going to do this?
The driver was trapped in the vehicle and had to rely on the police for assistance. A search revealed cash, oxycodone, marijuana, and other suspicious items. After refusing treatment at the hospital, Lewis was taken into custody, and the cash was seized.
Yeah, we're assholes, huh? I'll take right up your car. All right. We're the assholes. You driving like that, we're assholes. Yeah. When all these people are rich out here. Shut up, dude. Lean across the car.
You gotta calm me down. I'm leaning. I'm cooperating, bro.
How do we wind up here from over there? Explain that to me. Explain it to me.
Y'all chasing me for no fucking reason.
No fucking reason. We're about to see.
Realizing he was about to be caught, the suspect sped off to the sound of police sirens. The chase became intense, winding through narrow, crowded streets, with parked cars blocking the way and sharp turns ahead. Sergeant Saturnino kept close on the suspect's vehicle, seizing every opportunity to accelerate. A pit maneuver was executed, but the car continued to speed away, suddenly taking a sharp turn, and the situation grew even harder to control.
Segura, segura! Só acompanha! Só acompanha, não passa, não passa! Vai, João! Vai, João! Ei, levanta! Levanta! Levanta a mão! Levanta a mão! Vai, João! Levanta a mão!
The car was forced to stop, and the passenger jumped out and tried to flee, but was quickly subdued. The driver ran through narrow alleys, changing his shirt to confuse the police. But it didn't work. He was caught and placed in the police car. The police stopped the dark-colored SUV on Western Avenue near 307 Western. As they approached the vehicle, the driver suddenly accelerated, leaving the passenger behind.
Occupants of the vehicle, you're under arrest! Stay in the car! Everybody get in the car! It doesn't matter, hands up! Vehicle's taking off westbound, still have two out of the car.
The SUV sped through the streets, swerving at high speed. The police received information that the suspect was armed and wanted for assault. The chase was now not only dangerous, but also highly threatening.
Good one.
Behind that vehicle. Seymour, Matthew Cox, pulling over. Adam King Tom, 5694, disregard pulling over.
Copy, Seymour, and what was the other location? 54 Company, any you really have.
7-1, we're on Forest.
The suspect made a risky U-turn, weaving around the semi-trucks. The police immediately responded with a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to spin and crash into two police cars. One was severely damaged, its roof crushed, and airbags deployed. The suspect stepped out with both hands raised, captured after the intense chase. The scene was quickly secured and police continued their investigation.
I'm very tripping, y'all.
Okay, he doesn't need an ambulance. He's good.
I'm very tripping, man. I don't know.
Okay, what are you tripping on? What'd you take?
They gave me something. I've been trying to.
At the gas station, an employee reported a woman using drugs. When Officer Vaughn approached, the Cadillac crashed into the patrol car and quickly fled. The chase lasted nearly 7 miles across the highways.
Lighter 110 Tommy's attempting to flee, ran my car.
10, pursuing 80, driving carefully.
After the pit maneuver, the car got stuck, but the suspect hesitated no longer, drawing a gun and firing at the officers. Vaughn was severely wounded, falling to the ground and leaving the camera behind. The suspect quickly fled.
CENTCOM on hit, leaving. Subjects are fleeing west, female and a male.
We got gunfire on the overpass to City Hill. And I think I'm okay. I'm bleeding. Shot through the shoulder, possibly the chest. Subjects are fleeing westbound. A little bit of trouble breathing.
He's been shot. Where you at? Shot. He's been shot. All right, man. He's hit right in the neck, right here, about it.
Give me some pressure on it, okay? All right. Probably get this vest off and just understand. Pull it off very careful because it hurts.
With the 28 of Royal Boy Lincoln 913, last seen traveling westbound from.
Right here in the neck.
The manhunt expanded, and just 24 hours later, Caleb Elledge was arrested. The female passenger, Alana Martinez, was also arrested and charged with harboring and aiding a criminal. Officer Vaughn had to undergo surgery shortly afterward.
We just have some questions for you.
He just started banging on the window, trying to the door handle to get the out of the car. He said, "Get the out of the car." Hey, he said, backed up. I took off. And he out. The officer was violent, dude. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, no, that. And so, so I back up again, and then he hits again, boom, and then this time we're stuck, you know what I'm saying? And then I just, right there, I told my chief to sit back and I just started shooting, you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to hurt the dude, you know? I know he was trying to hurt us, though.
On June 1, 2020, at midnight on I-630, the blue Dodge Dakota sped away. The driver was involved in an ATM robbery. Behind him, a line of police officers stayed on his tail, determined not to let him escape.
Little Rock, I'm trying to catch up with Little Rock in pursuit of 630 West.
Officer Jared Akins closed in and executed a decisive pit maneuver. The truck tipped slightly, spun sideways, and slammed into the barrier. But just seconds later, it roared back to life, speeding off as if it had never been stopped.
I'm gonna try to get up to him and pit him. We're gonna be taking Baptist exit.
Take it Baptist.
He's going through Baptist help.
As the Dakota barreled into the Baptist Hospital campus, the danger was no longer just traffic. Now, patients and pedestrians were directly in harm's way.
Right there,
The stolen truck crashed into the hospital campus, smashing concrete trash bins, slamming straight into a wall. The suspect flung open the passenger door, sprinting toward the building entrance, only to find the doors locked tight.
Looks like you wrecked out in the parking lot. Cover 1050.
Good boy.
10-4, thanks for letting me talk. You Roger, 1015. Suspect 1015.
Swinger.
Did you wreck out the parking deck? And I'm calling everyone has the visual when it was in the parking lot in the open. Hey, 75 in my 10-4. Boy, no damage. 71-4, all units 10-4. 10-4, thanks guys, good job. Everyone is going to be en route back to the city of the Capitol, pending for the request here at the hospital. Thank you.
And at that moment, the police restrained him right in front of the hospital entrance without firing a shot. Everything ended with no further incidents.
Nick, I'm gonna turn your car off. You're losing antifreeze, dude.
32 or 1015, one-time white male. We're gonna be fixed and we're like.
What do you think if an armed robbery suspect is only sentenced to 5 years in prison? Type L if it feels too light. Type R if it's reasonable. Type H if it's unacceptable.
21.
Okay, well, I'm not adding to the 7 on this channel. He was trying to locate you.
Oh, sorry, I was on the other one. Go ahead, I'm 37, Fredwood, 38.
You came out of nowhere. I seen him before I seen him holding. I mean, what's the bad guy? Here I am, you know. Because I never hear him come up to go. I pulled in the parking lot and I was like, where'd he go, you know? What did he steal? ATM. ATM? See what?